watching Universe Show, where we have amazing conversations about campus life and everything in between. I am your host, Egla Wandurwa, and today we are at CUEA University, and we're going to be having amazing discussions with the students there. So let's get started.
Yeah.
Hey there, welcome and welcome back to Universe Show, where we have amazing conversations about campus life and everything in between. Now, leo niko na students at CUEA University, and I want to start by posing a very fun question to just set the ball rolling. If you were given 100 million Kenya shillings and told to forfeit your degree, would you do it? Would you? You have the mic?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Why would you?
Pesa muhimu
100 million ni pesa mob, si ndio?
sana.
Okay. Anyone else?
I don't think I would forfeit my degree for 100 million because there are two thoughts about it. Yes, 100 million can give me the businesses that I want, but if it's forfeiting the degree, that am I supposed to forfeit and take the 100 million and then think about coming back later?
Well, the question, okay, let me see. You will never get the degree. That's it. 100 million, no degree.
I wouldn't take that option because a degree is something that I will have and own for life, but the 100 million will deplete with time. And as we know, inflation. A shilling today is not a shilling tomorrow. So the 100 million might be of value today, but it will not be of the same value tomorrow.
Okay. Si dollars ni Kenya shillings. 100 million. Okay.
Personally, I will forfeit because there are so many people who forfeit education. They are very rich. With all due respect, person like Oscar Sudi, atujui alifika wapi education level, sidhani alikuwa na hiyo 100 million. But look at him now. Anaweza contribute 100 million kama charity. So, it's just ni kuwa tu wise kidogo. 100 million ni kuwa smart. Neza kuna so many people wako na first class na wako kwa streets. It's not all about the degree. Penye tunaenda sahi, education system tuko fucked up kwa sababu degree ni kama some papers. If you don't know someone, hauwezi enda mbali sana. Unaona? Mi naweza kuwa nafanya what I'm doing na kuna mtoto wa CEO. Unadhani nitapata kazi na mtoto wa CEO wa Tamak kwa sababu niko na first class. So that 100 million, I'll take it peacefully and I'll try to be smart.
So for me, I'll forfeit the degree for the 100 million because in our country we are looking at the job opportunities out there. Ukisema uchukue degree umalize na baadaye una pesa ya kuanzisha biashara ama utapata job, but for 100 million naweza chukua hiyo 100 million nifanye biashara, ni build a company that will make me a billionaire at a time.
Okay. Isaid?
Okay, I think I'll forfeit the degree for sure. Because 100 million is a lot of money. And truth be said, even with this 100 million, actually, I can also do my degree without even nobody knowing that I'm doing it. Yeah, I can do it. And nobody will know that I'm doing it. And I'll finish and get my certificate without nobody knowing that I have it. So I'll take it.
You didn't specify with the kind of education system right now.
Mm-hmm.
So with the education system right now, I feel like I would forfeit. Right now, I would forfeit the degree. I'll go with the 100 million. I'm sure of that. Because we, as the youth right now, the government is actually not very, concerned with us in terms of the education sector and all that. So because you didn't specify that, right now I would go with the 100 million. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I also think is one of the most trickiest questions. But because if you look at how you love what you do, and especially if you chose the course with more deliberation and purposefully, but again, I think I would also want to forfeit the degree because of the kind of system generally. When you look at be it education, politics, and how the narrative has been sold to us in our country, Kenya. So I think it will be important for me to take that 100 million and use other sources to look at how I could multiply now this 100 million, because I will disagree with my friend who says that this 100 million is going to be depleted. It all depends with how you're going to run. What are you going to start? Which business are you going to start? What principles or policies are you going to use to ensure that you multiply this what you have at hand? And so the baseline is that I will forfeit the degree in this instance. Thank you.
So for me, I think I would not forfeit the degree, because there's a lot that comes in as much as that you have the money. There are experiences which you have in university that you will never have anywhere. And sometimes it's not about the amount of money you will generate from your degree, but the amount of network you can amount from where you are, from the university you are. And in order to build an empire, I feel your network is what will eventually determine how much you will amass in terms of wealth. So for me, I'd not forfeit, because there's a lot that I would miss than the money, because money will always be there in a way.
Okay. I understand, and it's nice to hear your opinions about this matter. It seems you have different opinions about it. Some of you would forfeit the degree because you feel like you do a lot with the money, and some of you also feel like the money isn't enough for the degree. You feel like the degree could open more doors. Now, I feel like we barely talk about what happens after campus. We mostly just talk about, just join campus and then you'll get to do your degree and this will open doors for you. I'm sure you've heard about people who we are calling the Gen Zs in the workplace. I saw a story where a Gen Z was told by the HR, because they did not report to work on time, that they've been left on suspension. And so they never came back and they were like, I'm not done with my suspension. Or some of them who are like, if you're supposed to work for 8 hours in a day, I can come late and then leave late as well. Do you think that the younger generation, are they actually representing us well in the workplace? Are these things we agree with? Do we feel like those who are there before us were getting exploited and this is the way we should be going? Okay.
I feel like the ones who were there before us, they were exploited. In that, our parents, especially, let me talk about our mothers, like they grew up to be submissive and whatever, everything they're told they do. They don't even care about themselves, as long as they're just there to follow instructions. Even when sometimes the instructions, they're like, somebody is giving, like, let's say I do education, so like I've gone for a teaching practice, and there's this teacher giving me his or her work to do, which I didn't go there to do that. Me, I went for teaching practice. So like Gen Z, if I go for teaching practice and you give me your work, me, I will not do. But the other generation, they will have done it. But that's not what you went there to do. So they were exploited.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Knowing your self-worth is not being disrespectful. You cannot be harassed in the name of your being disrespectful. You cannot be given a work which is not yours in the name of you are being disrespectful. Yes, there's a time you can volunteer, but it's not mandatory you do that work. You understand? You cannot be given some extra work in the name of you are just young and all that. Let me just come here, say I want to learn. Let me help you with this. Lakini, Don't come to me, tell me because you're a junior, you're supposed to do this for me. You know, our older generation are being harassed. I can say that. And that's why they see things as being disrespectful. Lakini, not all things is disrespectful. You understand? You can do some things for your... Put yourself first. The rest comes. If it's money, tumekuwa tunaongelea 100M. But with 100 million and you are exhausted, what will it help you with? So put yourself first, do what you're supposed to do with the highest possibility, and yeah, enjoy your life.
I think I have a contrary opinion. When we apply for jobs, we usually have something like terms and conditions of the work. So you know that you're supposed to report at work at 8 and you're supposed to leave at 5. That is the work you signed for. Why do you think? I don't think it's bad for you to follow the rules. Like, for example, I'll give an example. Like for us in CUEA, we are given this treatment that you should attend your classes on time and leave after the lecturer leaves. So I feel like that has given us quite a good positioning and a good upbringing in regards to the job market. Now, you want to come to work late and leave early. That means the person who kept the working hours did considered that the workload that is there can be completed well and can be done in quality during in that duration of time. So coming to work late and leaving early, for me, it's not a good thing that the Gen Zs are doing out there in the job market. Also, the factor of being given work to do by a senior as a junior, for me, it comes as a form of getting more experience and not as a form of exploitation. Because if this senior has trusted you that you can do that work, it means that they have faith in you and they want you to actually grow in the career path that you're taking. So for me, the Gen Zs out there, they are not really representing us very well.
Okay, I'll say when you look at our generation, the Gen Z and the ancient one, I can say all of us are we're not on the same page at most times. Yeah, because you find that, but I can't say all of us are also good. Because we as Gen Zs, we feel like we are also losing it at some point. That's the truth. We are really losing it. And the disrespect that is really going on isn't good. I'm also Gen Z and I know some differ with me, but it's true. It's not good because sometimes you even see someone of your age doing something you're like, really? But you're of the same age. Why are they doing that? But also, as it was said, know your worth. You can't go somewhere because you feel like I should have skills. My dear, some are not skills. Some are exploitation. You can't tell me, maybe for example, as a social worker, I go to for my attachment in an organization. I'm being told I should wash plates. Who doesn't know how to wash plates? Is that a skill? No, it's not. That's exploiting me, and I'm not even paying fee for knowing how to wash plate. It's not a skill. You're not helping me. So I should know my worth, but it's also okay. Okay, at first I'll say that you people are exploiting me. I should just go. Maybe I won't come tomorrow and that's how I'll go. But what if someone comes again tomorrow and the same thing happens? So there is a better way of always saying something that, okay, this and this, you guys are telling me to do this, but that's not my work. That's not what I came here to do. It's not even a skill I should learn. Maybe if I'm willing to help, I can. It's not bad to help, even wash a plate, it's not bad. But I can help, but my work isn't that. Yeah, there's a better way of explaining yourself, not as how we do it, that mimi nili resign to, I can't do that. No, even you are going to school to have that skill of at least communication. Yeah, communicate and be good. Yeah.
For me, about the challenges, first of all, I want to talk about the challenges of, the Gen Z's face. I think it all falls under self-discipline, and self-discipline is subjective. So it depends also with your upbringing. So if you are brought up when you are lazy, and then at first you get to the job market, find out that your employer wants you to be assertive and disciplined, it becomes really difficult to go in that route. But at the same time, I also feel like we as the Gen Z, we need to have some level of, accepting criticisms. Ijapokuwa, saa zingine ni ngumu, but we can accept some criticisms to allow us to develop, because that's what allows you to develop. So I feel like self-discipline is nice. We need to accept some criticisms. If in a bad way the millennial side doesn't want us to grow together, we can accept some, but zingine no. Zingine, yes. Zingine no. When I talk about zingine, I mean, the ones that go to the extreme side. That's when maybe you can have some, some tech kidogo. So the other question was?
Okay. So it was just basically trying to understand whether you agree with the Gen Zs who are probably doing these things in the workplace.
Yeah.
And whether you think they are representing us well.
So I feel like if we can uphold self-discipline, we can really, really, really represent our generation well.
Well.
That's what I can say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you once again. I think on this issue, I'll agree with the people who have talked about self-discipline, and those who have talked about how were you mentored as you were young, or how did you come to grow. It stems up from where you have come from, and the things you have seen all through to this particular age. And that is why the aspect of patience also comes in, because if you are not able to withstand some of these things, then you will be off very fast. And I'll agree that even if you talk about the aspects of exploitation, a good dancer must know when to leave the stage.
Yeah.
Very important, because you are not there to take much water, but you are there to understand and to analyze the situation. If it gets out of hand, then you're free to leave, but not in the most mocked way or in the most abusive way. There are levels of conduct, and there are levels of how you do your things. The things that I've seen so far, or even the skits that I do see on how the Gen Zs do react, I feel like they lose the aspect of discipline, which has been talked about, and I think it's also important. So I'll say you should know how to look at situations, and you should most importantly know when to leave the stage, so that you don't take much that you are not raised to take. Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for your sentiments on this issue. And I think I'd really like to understand, what is it that we are not looking forward to in the workplaces? We hear about it and we're like, oh my goodness, when I get to the workplace, I don't want to see this at all. It could be the working hours, it could be the policies, it could be the working environment. What scares you a bit that you're not looking forward to in the work?
For me, the closest I've ever been to a working place is an internship. So when I was an intern I think it was in Britam. Yeah, I don't want to mention names, but yeah. So I feel like it was nice. It was my colleagues were okay, but at the same time, I feel like we programs, we need to be compensated more, because I find out that majority of the people or colleagues you're working with, when they find you're an intern there, they take advantage of your time. They give you a lot of more work with the excuse that you're going to have a lot of experience out of this place, but they take advantage of you, because you find out that you're supposed to leave at 5, but you're still back in the office until around 6:30. So in between these times, wao wengine wameenda nyumbani, so umebaki kwa ofisi, you're doing this job, and hii job yenye unafanya ni yao walikuwa wanafaa kufanya with that pretense. So I feel like if we can be compensated more and we are given an opportunity, like the boss can see whatever we are doing, because after even doing that work, they take credit of what you've done, irrespective of whether you've done it positively or negatively. So I feel like if we as Gen Zs can be given the opportunity to be accepted, first of all, and also we are motivated by our employers, it can be really, really, really good. We can even, nitaenda kazi. But if I'm not appreciated and I feel like my work is not being, my effort is not being seen at all, it would be so bad. For me, I would feel really unmotivated to do it. Thank you.
Yeah, you don't feel like you're compensated enough.
Yeah.
Have we used Spotify before? Have we seen Spotify Wrapped?
Yeah.
Do you know that the lady who came up with that concept was an intern and her idea was taken over and she left the place? So these are the kind of things that you're actually talking about. You come in as an intern, you bring in your experience, but you don't feel compensated enough, right? Oh my goodness. Okay. And how many of us have done an internship and haven't gotten paid?
Me.
You did it unpaid?
Yeah, I did it unpaid. But later when I feel like I left that facility and then went to a better program where I was paid. I can't say it was bad, but it was lenient. Yeah, so I worked for 1 month without any pay. The fare I'm using is mine, or per se it's the parents' side. But I felt unmotivated, kabisa. It's so bad. It's a burden. But I later saw in they passed a bill actually this year that we are going to be paid. Interns will now be paid, which is a positive side from the government side right now. So it's a plus to them. It's a plus. But we're still waiting for more.
Absolutely. Okay.
The factor of work-life balance scares me a lot, because most of the time you find that you've gotten that job that you really eye for when you are in school. But now the factor of work-life balance is a big issue, considering when you get to start working, your brain, your everything is into work. But now some other things are left out, like yourself. You don't have time to look after yourself, because you get that you enter into work very early and come out a bit late in the evening. So if it's for people who are starting young families, you don't get time for your kids. If it's people living with their parents, you don't get time to bond with your parents. So that is one factor that scares me a lot after school.
Yeah, and I think we even see it in movies, right? You see that there are people who've taken their jobs as their center stage and they don't have much to do after. Okay, that's scary.
So, in the job market, I can say it's ethical to appreciate someone in time. Only I grew up in a military camp, so it's somehow unrespectful. You have been working somewhere for more than 10 years and you're still in the same position, you know? At least with time, you be appreciated and be promoted. But in this government, like on this time, you're not, at least you need to do something, but wanafaa ku appreciate someone with, the more you do something, you should be appreciated. So, since I grew in a military camp, let's say you're maybe 28 years and your captain is a 20 years guy, you know, you must respect him, but it's not that good. You know, you don't feel happy. You have to follow the rules, but it doesn't look good, you know? And you know, your time will reach, you'll reach there. So you need, the more you grow, the more you want, it's not power per se, but it's that appreciation. I can't be working for you for 10 years and I'm in the same place because I'm a lawyer. by study. You can't say I'll be calling my junior my senior counsel. It's sort of disrespectful. Yes, it's ethical. Oh, he studied more. He wrote so many articles. But I have experience. I've seen many things. I know many things that he doesn't. So, let's say in the teaching profession, someone younger than you is your principal, you feel ishish as much as you respect him. So I feel like old is gold. As much as they say even the fool grows, they should respect the old. And everyone should grow a step at a time. You're not just an intern today. As an intern, respect me as an intern. Promote me tomorrow. You know what caused this disrespect? Someone amekuwa intern for more than 10 years. Umekujaka intern yesterday. Will this guy respect you? Honestly speaking. Ameka 10 years where you are. You will not. But if 2 years amepanda, you see? That's what the government and everyone should be doing. Private or public institution. They should appreciate that. And it will help us. Thank you.
So for me, I'll talk in terms of the appreciation in terms of salary. Yeah, that is, I think that is a factor that I'll be looking forward in a job. Because hiyo ndio nataka kwenda, yani kwa nini nimeenda kufanya kazi juu nataka kupata pesa, unaona? So for the job, like nimeenda kufanya kazi from maybe last year up to maybe 2028 there, but my salary is still there. Haijapanda wala haijashuka. So that is a main challenge that people in jobs are facing actually right now. Juu mtu anafanya kazi from maybe 3 years, lakini salary yake iko tu hapo. Lucky enough, we are all Gen Z. Ukifanya hivi na tunashtuka, tunakuharibia kazi. So in terms of salary, yeah, that's challenge I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
And for me, what I'm scared of ni about time. Tuseme, like in teaching profession, teachers wanaamka mapema, wanatoka shule late, of which hawatakuwa compensated na salary yao. Like let's say high school, unapata a teacher anakuja shule asubuhi 5, anatoka usiku, na kuna mwenye atakuja 9 na atatoka maybe 5 or 6, na maybe salary yao ni the same. Hakuna mwenye atakuwa na mob ama mingi. So that's what I'm scared of. Like mtu alipwe according to the energy that he or she is using. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
What scares me, it's being exploited. Personally, I can't take it. Me, I'm among those Gen Z that will leave work. Ali, you can't exploit me. Let's say you're living far from your workplace. Like that senior person in your workplace has given you your work. You also have your own work. He's giving you also your work. You have to leave school late. You live far. Right now there are floods. So exploitation. Wait.
You utawezana nayo. When it comes to exploitation, uko tu like no. There's something interesting that has come up from this conversation in terms of salary. And I want to ask you, have you asked around to figure out the starting salary of whatever course you're in? Have you asked those questions? Because sometimes young people get into the workplace and they have no idea what they should quote for. Some of them overquote and they are, that's going to disqualify you. And some of them underquote and they also get exploited. So have you had those conversations to figure out, what's the starting salary for maybe getting into a bank, maybe teaching practice? Have we asked those questions?
Okay. Actually, I don't think it doesn't even start with that. Okay, nowadays in the social media more so, you just maybe go into a social media, TikTok, wherever. The first thing you find it's someone criticizing your cause. They're like, we kama unafanya hiyo, juu hata hiyo gari wezi nunua. You're like...
I saw one where they were advertising a car. I think it was a Range Rover, and they were like, "Here to ufike PhD ununui."
And you're like, then you'll find there in the comment section, someone is like, sana hii education yangu nasema nifanye. So like you don't even have the morale from there. You're like, niache ama nifanye ni. And actually I think that's why most of the people, you'll find someone starting a course, but because of the criticism going on in the social media about courses and everything, you find someone saying, no, let me just quit, go into something that I think will work for me. So actually, it's really it's sad. Like, have you ever searched your course? And you kozeleza like, hata ni search mwenye anaongeleleanga yangu. There are some that hakunanga mtu anaongelelea. Actually, hadi unasema we, mimi nikaa nilienda shule basi kupata certificate. It's so sad.
Oh my. Okay.
Kuanzia mali ameacha, she didn't talk about the starting salary. I feel like that is one of the most sensitive topics that should be taught. And we as Gen Zs, we need to, as the youth, we need to focus on that. Because I once went for an interview and they didn't state the salary, but I quoted 20,000 shillings. Of course, I didn't get the job. But I later realized that you shouldn't, the Salary Remuneration Commission has some caps that should be met by your employer. But because many of us don't know that, I feel like it should be one of the topics that we need to learn in high school. And thank you for giving us that. I'll now focus on that. But maybe because of the experience right now, and as I said, I'll teach some of my friends.
Yeah, and I think there are platforms where you can search for your job, and like Glassdoor, you can search for that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
According to me, when I think about a job, I don't actually look at the salary. I look at the allowances that come with the job. Like for example, health cover. Some jobs can quote a salary that is not so good, according to you. But what is the health cover that they are bringing to the table? The health cover is very important, considering the fact that if you're getting into a job, you want to provide for yourself and for those who are looking up to you. So when you look at the health cover, the house allowances, and even some jobs give you an opportunity of mortgaging a car for luxury, considering the type of job that you're applying for. So for me, it's not about the salary, but the allowances.
Okay.
For me, I will say, as much as you want the salary you wish for, there's some course the government I can say it's harassing them, but saying harassing it's a huge word, but it's supposed to be the word, because you can say like someone like ECD teacher, that person deserve a lot more than what they receive, because your ECD teacher is the one who mentored you to be where you are, but honestly they don't get what they deserve. ECD teacher I can say it's underpaid. I was seeing in the media 40,000 50,000 for someone mwenye anakuosha. Unajua ECD teacher ndo anafanya kila kitu. 50k it's cheap. Wanafaa kuinflate. I've seen a military wameongezewa do. The government should consider teaching. These are the people. Unaona salary ya MP and all that. Not to be political or anything, but they deserve that. Because if it's not for your teacher, ungefail ungekuwa hapa penye uko. So yeah, that's all. Like wanafaa kuwa impact yenye una put kwa life ndo impact yenye inafaa kutolewa. Si like teacher anafaa kuwa naishi luxury life. But in Kenya, I can say that's not what's happening. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for sharing that, and that makes a lot of sense. I feel like you also mentioned the effort that we put in. We should be able to be compensated for that, and it's really important to have those conversations. Okay, now as we conclude, let us know also what you think. Oh, we are concluding, so I want to know what is the final thing you would tell another young person out there regarding getting into the job market, what they shouldn't be scared about, what they should be able to put up as their values. What is it that you would want to tell another young person who's watching this show?
Namaliza nikiendanga.
Okay.
So first of all, respect yourself and respect your elders. Even the Bible says, respect your elders. That's the only commandment with a promise. So you can't be employed and you want to go there with your roles. So respect them. Follow the terms of your contract. Obey them. Follow them to the letter. And also respect yourself. Usikubali kuwa harassed. So yeah, you should do that. Work hard, and it will gain.
For me, I'll say chukua your risk. Usiogope, we chukua tu. As long as itakupatia happiness at the end, you just take that risk. Yeah.
Okay.
For me, what I can say is first respect yourself, respect your elders, and tusikubali kukaliwa. Unajua kuna like millennials wanasemanga aje, like nyinyi Gen Z, you have a lot of energy than sisi, so tusikubali kukaliwa, and yeah, to follow the terms and conditions place una work, kama ni shule wenye hivyo tu.
People should speak out. Like you're in a workplace, you're being harassed, exploited, and you're not doing anything. You're just keeping quiet. You're not telling anyone. No one knows what's bothering you at your workplace. So people should learn to speak out, and also Gen Z should follow the rules at their workplace. You chose that work, so follow the rules there. Love your work. Everything will be okay.
I think we as young people should get ourselves some skills, because after all, a lot of people are graduating with the same course that you're taking, but that skill that you'll get for yourself will make you stand out among all other graduates that are going for that same job that you're going for. The skills are either hard skills or soft skills. The hard skills you can get yourself. Microsoft Excel is good. Get yourself some computer skills. Get yourself some taxation skills if you're a finance person like me. Also, get yourself soft skills. They say that the papers gives you the job, but the soft skills makes you keep the job. Soft skills, etiquette. Are you the kind of person who will not interrelate well with other people? Then that will make you not a team player. Most of the jobs look for team players. Look at the network TV. They are working as a team. So if you don't have interpersonal skills as a soft skill, what kind of person are you bringing to the job market?
Okay, I'll personally say, like, let's just respect ourselves. Respect starts from us. And also to ladies, please, let's respect ourselves. Let's not lose it. We are really losing it as ladies. We are really losing it. And it's so sad that nowadays, every scandal or anything, you must always find a lady. It's so sad. So ladies out there, let's be respectful to ourselves. It starts with us. And always, okay, the first thing I always say, be ready to take a correction. Be ready to accept your mistakes, and don't feel like, I know it can always reach to a point of giving up, but try as much as you can to always talk to at least someone that you feel can help you, because mental illness is really taking a very good part of us, and let's learn to share. Let's be good to others too, because the moment we're not good to one another, we can't share also. I can't share to you if you're not good to me. So let's learn to share. Let's at least heal our traumas. Let's not die with them, because mental health is a very key thing in life. And I'm really happy for you guys coming to CUEA. And may God bless you. And I'm happy for the CUEA ladies because you can see we are really neat. No one is. Yeah, I don't want to mention any other institution, but you can see you feel comfortable whenever you sit down. Una feel like uko na kamorali ya kukaa. Si lazima yeah, so let's be good. Let's be good to ourselves. Let's be good to ourselves. Let's respect ourselves. Let's know our self-worth and share whatever is disturbing you. Please don't die with it. And choose whoever chooses you. Love is very risky. Okay, if you look at whatever is happening in Choka, it's really saddening. If you haven't heard whatever is happening in Choka University. Yeah. So love whoever chooses you and love whom you know. Akona akili. Wengine hawana akili. So yeah. Thank you.
Boy child pia tuko sawa. Tuko ngangari. Oh, what I can add on that is self-discipline. Just be disciplined in every aspect of your life. Kabisa, just kuwa tu discipline. Boy child, tukangane tu. Itakuwa tu sawa, msijali, itakuwa sawa.
Just to conclude on that particular matter, one of the things that I'll not encourage anybody is to expect things like employment. When you root your instincts that there is something called employment, you are done. Because I don't think you should just be prepared, because preparation now beats everything. You become prepared. Either you'll get into the job market or not. Anything that comes your way, you have to execute it with a lot of faith, with a lot of belief. So one is self-belief, two is that self-confidence, and three, make sure that you show up for yourself. You wake up and show up for yourself. So that is what I call don't be somebody who expects many things. Expect to appreciate the little you have and expect more, but while working for it. And lastly, make sure you keep the faith. Thank you.
So just to conclude, just like to leave the Gen Zs with a quote that says, "Be the person your younger self needed." So be the person your younger self needed. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, okay. The last one.
The last one. Please, let's embrace prayers. Please. We aren't praying, by the way. Nowadays, we aren't praying. Let's pray. And let's pray for each other. And let's love each other. I love, by the way. So don't judge me.
Thank you so much. It was really an amazing conversation with you. This was very productive. I've been able to learn a lot, and I also believe that the young people watching this show will also pick up on a few things they need to write. Now, before we end, I just have a few t-shirts. I have 2 t-shirts. Actually, there are 3, and I'm going to ask you a few questions. The first question is, have we heard about the new NTSA law? Okay, so which 2 roads have the cameras?
The official news.
Thika Road. What's the Thika Road? The next road?
This is Magadi Road.
Nataka the major one. Kuna Mombasa Road. Okay, so white, black. Okay, the final question. Aside from them checking out speed limits, there's another thing that they also want to check, which is
The worthiness of the vehicle.
Let's go on.
Overtaking lanes.
Overtaking lanes, that's correct. So it's also on lanes, whether people are observing the lane laws. So that's nice. I can see that you're up to date with current affairs. That's a plus for CUEA. Thank you so much for watching Universe Show on the Networking TV. Be sure to catch us on social media. Catch out all our YouTube episodes, and also check us out on Instagram and TikTok. Catch you again on the next one, and also let us know which university we should visit next. Thank you and have a good one. Let's say bye.
Bye.
Okay.